Hi, this is Michelle Sam from Sammy Wong's Kitchen. Today I am going to be showing you how to make a very easy, healthy, and delicious crispy skin salmon. And my girls absolutely love this particular recipe. And the great thing is that it is so easy. It can be made in less than 10 minutes. All you need is a good piece of salmon and the Sammy Wong's all-purpose seasoning. And usually I like putting my crispy skin salmon over a bed of salad greens with a lemon vinaigrette as the salad dressing. And the lemon vinaigrette pairs really well with the salmon. So before we get started, let me talk to you a little bit about salmon. Now, salmon has great fish oil, and what we want to do is make sure that we get the maximum amount of those oils, and that is usually through the skin. So we do want to find a salmon that has the skin on. So if you go to a fish market or a supermarket that has a fish counter, go and look at their salmon fillets that has the skin on. And what you're trying to do, sometimes they sell them in large pieces, and you're trying to get the pieces that are closest to the head rather than close to the tail. This particular salmon piece is close to the head, so you can see that this is the shape of the head. You will notice that it is a fairly thick piece of salmon. So what we're trying to do is not get the one by the tail, because that's really thin and it overcooks really fast, and it just doesn't taste as good as if you get the nice chunky pieces by the head. What I'm going to do is show you how to scale it, prep it, and in less than 10 minutes we can have our crispy skin salmon salad. So let's get started. So right in my sink, I'm going to take the salmon and also the paper in which it comes, and I'm going to scale it right here in the sink. The easiest way to scale the salmon is to take a serrated knife, so it has a little bit of grooves, and go against the grain of the salmon scales. And once you've scaled everything, then cut it into your 6-ounce portions. Great thing with doing it right on the paper is cleanup is really fast. Gonna rinse it. Place it on a paper towel to get as much of the water out. And then we're going to season it. And while I season it, I'm going to heat up my cast iron skillet to medium heat. So for every 6 ounces of fillets or salmon portions, I'm going to use a little less than a teaspoon of Sammy Wong's all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle it on that side and then sprinkle it on the other side. So in addition to our cast iron skillet, we do need a lid in order to cook the salmon fillets, and preferably a lid with some holes that can ventilate to release the steam, so we're not steaming the fillets. So here is our skillet, and in order to make crispy skin salmon, what we want to do is initially cook it with the flesh side down and the skin side up. And about 5 to 6 minutes for the entire cooking process. So I'm going to cook this for 2.5 minutes on one side, flip it over to the skin side, and then 2.5 minutes on the other side. Okay, after 2.5 minutes, now we flip the fish onto the skin side down. Allow this to cook for another 2.5 minutes. All right, so this has been 2.5 minutes on each side. So depending on the thickness of your salmon fillets, it might go for 5 minutes or 6 minutes. And it should be fairly firm, but not too firm. We don't want it overcooked because then it's really just tough. But some people want completely firm salmon, and that's their choice. So now what we're going to do is just take these salmons and put it right onto our bed of salad. So for the salmon, I prefer to use a spatula versus the tongs, just so that I can get right underneath the skin, and then pretty much just flip it over onto your salad. With the oil, depending on how much, but if it's not too much oil, I'll end up pouring it onto the skin, and that's just because this is where all the nutrition is. I mean, we buy salmon skin oil, we might as well consume it when it's fresh. All right, and here are our crispy skin portions, and if I took a fork, you could hear that it's crispy. That's crispy. And those are crispy skins. I use my lemon vinaigrette, which is a delicious vinaigrette, especially for salmon or any kind of seafood because of the lemon. And I'm just going to mix it up a little bit and then pour it over the salmon as well as the salad, so it becomes a dressing for both the salmon and the salad. And there you have it. But before we serve it, I like to add a slice of lemon. So you take your slice of lemon and cut a slit from the center, and you can just twist it like this and place it on your fish. And here you have your crispy skin salmon salad in less than 10 minutes. And here is our crispy salmon skin salad. You can hear the crisp crunch. And I wanted to actually show you how it's still very moist and not dry, and perfectly cooked. So anywhere from 5 to 6 minutes for the entire duration of the cooking. Enjoy and bon appetit! More recipes can be found on sammywongsKitchen.com or social media. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks!